Oh, hello there. Apologies for approaching you out of the blue. This must be rather surprising. I don't like to surprise people. That is, I like fun surprises. Fun surprises like birthday parties or spontaneous gifts. When I said I don't like to surprise people, I mean specifically in a rude or boisterous context. I hope that I've clarified that position clearly enough. I sincerely apologize if I haven't been clear in my verbal delivery. Knowing how to deliver your thoughts clearly and effectively is rather important, don't you think? I always get told that a lot. Oh, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. Oh, and when I say I get told, I am not referring to any specific person or persons plural. It is only a general statement. Not a statement from a general, mind you. I hold no such prestigious rank. I am more of what you would classify as a retainer, in service to Lord Asker. Do you know Lord Asker? Just in case you didn't know, he is the god of openness. He connects the world with strong bonds, and helps bring people together to put a smile on everyone's face. Oh, he can transform into a giant bull. I can do something similar, but rather than a bull, I turn into a cow. That isn't a form of self-deprecation, just to clarify. I do not mean cow in any form of insulting manner. I quite literally have the ability to transform into a bovid. For the record, a bovid is a type of animal in the family Bovidae. While this generally is used in reference to cows, this family also includes other closely related animals, like sheep, goats, and antelope. This is not a full picture of the entire group, as other organisms like bison are also a member of this lineage. I wonder what it would be like to see a bison lagoose. I bet in humanoid form they'd have a huge afro. Perhaps a non-lagoose beast unit can also have a bison form. I'm ashamed to admit I don't know the difference between a beast unit and a lagoose unit. Please excuse my ignorance on this matter. There are certain things I am not really familiar with. Perhaps it could be said that all people have their limits, but I don't want to come off as preachy or pretentious at all. I always strive to be a humble servant of Asker and to all people I come across, and do my very best to clarify exactly what I mean. It never hurts to have a little detail, right? Hopefully I'm not overloading you on details. That would be awkward. Speaking of awkward, this reminds me of this one time that this really awkward thing happened. When I say thing, I mean like an unusual event, not like PAX or some kind of event or some kind of convention. I mean more along the lines of an occurrence. Anyway, I was going for a walk outside the castle walls. This is outside the castle in Asker, to be clear. There are lots of castles around, so maybe I should have clarified them more clearly. Anyway, I was walking around, and I came across this piece of cheese. I wasn't sure what variety it was, but it was sitting on a plate all alone on a railing. I have no clue how it got there, so I sniffed it. It smelled like Swiss, but I wasn't sure. I took a look around, and I didn't see anyone around, so I decided to take a little nibble. It was so good that I just had to eat more. After eating the whole thing, Micaiah ran into me. Not physically into me, but as the expression goes of two people suddenly coming across each other. Anyway, apparently the cheese was filled with rat poison. Do not worry, I managed to survive just fine. By some miracle, I escaped the incident with only a mild stomachache. So that's a story about why I don't eat mystery cheese anymore. Oh, wait, wasn't I supposed to tell you about something awkward? I totally blanked. I actually can't remember what it was. Huh. Anyway, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Ash, and I'm Lord Asker's retainer, the same Lord Asker I mentioned earlier. I serve the Order of Heroes, the group of mercenaries? Royal Guards? Armies? I'm not really sure what the Order of Heroes is functionally classified as. I would give a best guess, but I don't want to offer any misinformation. Misinformation is a really serious issue, wouldn't you agree? I remember hearing about an FE4 remake, but we never really got that. In case you didn't know, FE4 is an abbreviation for Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. The 4 represents the fact this is the 4th entry into the series, taking place in Jugdral. I apologize if I mispronounced that name. I've never played that game, so I have not formally familiarized myself with it. It's odd how certain people pronounce words differently, kinda like GIF and GIF. I personally pronounce it GIF, which has resulted in 47 cases of physical assault and 3 instances of arson against my well-being. I could go into detail about each of them. Oh, you don't want me to? Okay, sorry to pester you with such frivolous details. I'd just like to make sure that in the event that anyone asks something of me, I can elaborate to the best of my ability and avoid repeating myself. Anyway, there is a matter I wish to discuss with you. May I trouble you with a joke? Not a practical joke or anything. I feel like jokes such as those can take things a little too far. I really don't want to be known as the person who takes things too far. Lord Asker once said to me, "Ash, the joke stops being funny when it goes on for too long." I think about that sometimes. What do you make of it? I can't seem to make heads or tails of it. I'm not actually flipping a coin to make my decisions. That would be a really bad idea. Sounds too luck-based. Luck is an interesting concept. I haven't found myself the beneficiary of random chance too often, but at least I haven't gotten crit yet. Anyway, the joke I wish to tell is a bit of wordplay. I wouldn't quite call it a pun per se, but the attempt is still to frame words in a humorous fashion for your amusement. Will you hear my joke? You will? Oh, that's a huge relief! Sometimes I can't tell whether someone is in the mood for a joke or not. If someone isn't in the mood for a joke and you tell a joke, it can have the opposite effect, you know? It never hurts to err on the side of caution. I just like to make sure that in the event that anyone asks something of me, I can elaborate to the best of my ability and avoid repeating myself. Without further ado, here's the joke. Fire Emblem Shadows dropped? More like Fire Emblem Shadow dropped!